What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is probably going to be one of the very few positive commentaries that you'll see on this channel revolving around Call of Duty. I gotta be honest with you guys. I think this is fantastic news, and to be completely real here, I think that there might be potentially more positive news coming in the near future if we keep going down this exact road. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep into the topic of today's video, if you do enjoy what you hear today and you want to hear some more content revolving around Call of Duty Battlefield or even X-Defined, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button. And last but not least, we do stream every day besides Sundays over on Kick, so if you guys want to check that out, the link to that stream will be down in the description of this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now just very quickly, I have to mention this before we dive deep. I know you guys want to get into the topic, but man, these Modern Warfare 3 maps are some of the most underrated maps I've ever witnessed in the history of my life. I have to be real with you guys. Never do I see people turning up these maps. I just simply don't. Whenever I hear of the best maps, it's either maps from, like Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2, maybe, Call of Duty 4 World at War, Black Ops 1. But man, Modern Warfare 3 had some bangers. It really did. I mean, honestly, I can't really remember the name specifically of this map because it never comes up in rotation. When you play on PC nowadays, trust me, you get in the same maps over and over and over again. It drives me insane. But to see a bit more variety has just been fantastic, and it really brings me back to the days when I used to play a ton of Search and Destroy on Modern Warfare 3, hardcore Search and Destroy, and just Team Deathmatch, and just enjoying my time with this game. The memories, but I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic here. The main purpose of today's video is to prove who is behind all the positive changes when it comes to the Call of Duty scene. I recently said in my video that I personally thought it might have potentially been Activision that has been fixing up all these OG servers. For those who don't know, or anybody that's coming in a little bit later into this, insane scene that we've been having here, all the OG games on Xbox are pretty much playable. Now, not all of them, not like, stuff like the jetpack CODs and stuff like that, but Call of Duty 4 up to Black Ops 2 you can play. There might be cheaters still, there are going to be some people hacking, but the servers are populated, it's a lot of people, circulating them, enjoying them, and having a good time. All of them across the board, it's fantastic. And finally, it has come out who we can officially thank for all of these fantastic changes in Call of Duty, and it is apparently Microsoft. As you can see right here, confirmed, it was actually Microsoft that went ahead and fixed the old school Call of Duty servers. Sources close to Activision confirm. This, like I said, is just amazing news. And why, you might ask? Because at first, I was a little concerned that we might not see anything happen with Microsoft picking up Call of Duty. Initially, I believed that they would just keep rehashing the same game over and over and over again. And trust me, there's still a part of me that believes this. We have to wait until, 2025, 2026 until we can see an official title pushed out by Microsoft and only Microsoft with no influence from Activision whatsoever. It's going to take a little while until we can see what they got. But so far, with less than a week of time of Microsoft owning Activision, they have already did something that we have begged for years to be accomplished, right? How long have we been asking for these OG servers to be fixed up? Ages, absolute ages. And Activision has ignored it for a lifetime. And then in a blink of an eye, literally a day or two after the buy finally goes through, bam, all the OG servers completely fixed up. Completely fixed up to the point where people can actually enjoy their experience. And there's tens of thousands of people logging onto the OG games on a day-to-day basis right now. On a day-to-day basis. I guarantee you, if you combine all the games from COD 4 to Black Ops 2, there's more players actively playing all of those games combined compared to what we have current date with Modern Warfare 2 2022. There's so many people going back and enjoying the experiences, and I love it, and I highly encourage anybody out there with an Xbox to pick up these OG classics because they're worth every last penny right now, especially with the servers being live and good to go. But in my personal opinion, this further confirms that, yes, we will be seeing these OG CODs hopping back over to Game Pass, which means they will probably be overly populated with players, which is fantastic, which means they might actually have to bump up the servers a bit more when it comes to classic CODs. But it just makes me so happy to see. And honestly, the confirmation of knowing that Microsoft did this instead of Activision has given me a lot more confidence that Microsoft knows what they're doing. I mean, we all knew the OG CODs were eventually going to go to Game Pass at some point in time, right? The servers were going to be fixed. But, I mean, so soon. It was the first thing they did, and it's not going to be on Game Pass for a while now. I can't imagine it being on Game Pass for years, right? It has to be finished up with the Sony deal. So, I mean, they have some time to put it on, and right off the bat, they already fixed up the servers like it was absolutely nothing. With that type of push, with that type of, grind. Oh, I love to see it because it proves to the community that they know what we want. They understand the direction that we need to take. If they act like this, I just really hope they act with the rest. Things like postponing the game for, a 2-year cycle, that would be phenomenal. And honestly, it makes me think that maybe we will in the future start seeing Call of Duty go on a legitimate 2-year cycle and not get finessed like we did with Modern Warfare 2 2022, thinking it's a 2-year cycle, then having DLC come out that is now being forced into a full-fledged out project with less than a year to put together. None of that nonsense. We're talking about a real full 2 years with the game, the developers, getting as much time as needed to push out a game. We might be able to see that with these OG servers being fixed up. Let's be honest, like I said, a lot of people are on this game. Quite possibly more people are playing all the Call of Duty games collectively compared to what we have at current date. That's competition. But I guarantee those numbers for the new Call of Duty game could completely surpass everything if we had more time in between. I'm really hoping that we'll see Microsoft basically, like I said, put COD on 2 years. And then when, it gets stale, boring, yeah, it'll obviously be DLC put through the second year, and there'll be stuff to kind of bring us back, but we will always have the OGs to go back to, and that's enough. There's so much content and so much stuff to do in the classic CODs, if you have them all across the board, that you literally cannot get bored. You can't. Between all the zombies experiences, between all the multiplayer experiences, between everything, the Spec Ops, everything. It's phenomenal, and the only thing holding people back from experiencing those were the servers, and here we are in a much better spot. If they're willing to do this, man, who's to say they're not going to remove skill-based matchmaking? Honestly, again, I don't want to get anybody turned up. I don't want to get anybody hyped too early, but I mean, geez, they are pushing right now. They are, full speed ahead in every possible way when it comes to Call of Duty right out the gate. I thought it was going to be at least a month or two of time for them to settle in and maybe, get some things situated. But no, they are going right out. They don't care. So I want to be shocked to see if skill-based matchmaking gets removed in the future. I mean, and if you guys haven't heard this yet, apparently, well, actually not apparently, it's confirmed because Call of Duty already confirmed it on their official Twitter account. I could show you guys right here. We're going to be getting basically all the Modern Warfare 2 operators, bundles, skins, everything that you purchased in Modern Warfare 2 is getting transferred over to Call of Duty 2023, Modern Warfare 3 basically. Now, behind the scenes, it has been said that Activision has already had this planned out for ages now. So this was already in their playbook. But with all honesty, I feel like Microsoft might have had a massive influence on this as well. I'm not going to lie. Everything that's positive that's going on within Call of Duty is making me think it's Microsoft. Because let's be real here, Activision allowing you to carry over skins instead of rebuying them, yeah, I don't know about all of that. Do you know how many remade skins we have in Modern Warfare 2 2022 that have been made in Modern Warfare 2019? Do you know how many skins that they resold for $20, $30 that we already had in the previous game? That's Activision for you. It's no way in a blink of an eye they just decided, oh yeah, you know what? Our scummy practices where we milk out our fan base day in, day out, we're going to stop that. We're going to allow them to keep everything now. No way in hell, okay? This is Microsoft's doing. It has to be Microsoft's doing. Everything right now that I see positive, I'm chalking it up straight to Microsoft. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor and go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below about how you feel about this overall deal going on here. Do you think Microsoft is doing a good job right now? Do you think that they're, a little ahead of schedule? Or do you think this is, whatever at the end of the day? It's not going to affect anything in the future? You don't think Microsoft is going to make anything better for Call of Duty? I don't know. I want to be optimistic about this whole thing going on here. But at the end of the day, we have been screwed over so many times by so many different teams, including Microsoft, that it's hard to believe. But with these steps being taken, if they take it slow and actually navigate their path and be direct with us and let us understand what's happening to our favorite franchise, I could see over the course of, a couple, maybe a few years, things could potentially swing around for the better of at least this overall community. Imagine an up-to-date Call of Duty game with good communication, no skill-based matchmaking, tons of content, so on and so forth. That would be really intriguing. And honestly, it's been something that we've been asking for years now. We've been neglected. We really have been. And I know, like I said, it's better safe than sorry, but for once, it actually feels like there's something positive going on with Call of Duty, and I'm all for it if that's how the future is going to pan out. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, bums, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new to the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so, over Twitter and Discord, both in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See y'all next one. Peace out.